it's Amber and Kaylene. We are here to do her 8-week update. 8 weeks/2 months. She's actually 8 weeks today. See her face. She's working on waking up right now. We'll see what kind of mood she's in when she really wakes up. At her last weigh-in appointment, which was maybe 3 weeks ago, I think, she weighed a little over 8 pounds. So I'm guessing she's probably getting closer to the 10-pound mark, although I haven't weighed her lately. When she's awake, she's getting pretty alert now. She's working on controlling her head and things like that. She's getting better at sleeping. Like, her sleeping pattern is getting much more consistent now, which is very nice. She eats about every 3 to 4 hours now. Sometimes at night she goes up to 5 hours. We do give her a bottle at night, and it is normally milk that I pump. She hasn't had formula. She had 2 ounces of formula last Friday because I was driving, and she was hungry, and there was like nothing I could do. I was driving, so she got 2 ounces of formula last week, and since then I don't know if it's a coincidence or if it's the result of the formula, but she hasn't had a bowel movement since that Friday. So I did call the doctor, and they said it's normal for breastfed babies to go 10 to 12 days without having a bowel movement. If she goes over 12 days, then we have to go into the doctor. She's been, still eating well. She passes gas. She doesn't have a hard tummy, and her diapers are pretty heavy with urine. So they said as long as those things stay the same, then they're not going to be too worried until we get to the 12-day mark. So I just keep hoping that she will eventually go. She just moved out of newborn diapers. I had one on her today, and as I was putting the pants on, I realized that the diaper didn't cover her butt crack, and yeah, I definitely thought that wasn't going to be good when she decided to have her poo finally. So moved her up to size 1 diapers. She does fit the fuzzy buns extra small still really good, but I'm just waiting on the poo to happen before I put her back in cloth. I did cloth last week, and she was fine. It's just this past week since she hasn't gone that she hasn't been in cloth since, I think, Saturday. Yeah, because then I did laundry on Sunday. So yeah, since she hadn't gone. What else? She's in 0 to 3 month clothes. Some 3 months fit her pretty good. 3-month pajamas are starting to fit her. She's starting to stretch out. Her hair seems thinner. I know she's all flopped over to this side. My mom calls her Eddie Monster because of her hair having the little things in it. She's just working on waking up. He was like, no, I don't want to do that. She's starting to coo and things like that. She likes baths pretty well. She will lay in there and relax for a while until she gets fussy, which is nice. What else? She nurses good. It's got a lot better in nursing. She isn't on and off every few minutes. We do burp her a lot because she does get pretty bad gas. If we don't, she'll spit up. So when she comes off, then I know it's time that she needs to burp. And yeah, she goes back to it just fine. Bottles that we're using Dr. Brown right now with preemie nipples, and we'll probably just continue to use the preemie nipples until whatever. She's just zonkered. She's been asleep for like 3 hours so far. Should be looking at. Anyways, what else do I have to say? I had been pumping for her the bottle at night. Normally at night what happens is a nurse from about 6 until 9 or 9:30, and then at that time we put our daughter down for bed, so I'm the one that puts her to bed. I hand her off to my husband. He normally gives her a bottle of whatever I pumped that day or the day before, if I have any left over. And then if she still hasn't fallen asleep and is still hungry, then I'll nurse her again until she falls asleep, and then she'll go down and I'll pump again. And then I pump at her 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning feeding, because that one she normally doesn't eat. Well, she eats a lot, she just eats really fast, so she'll just eat on one side about 2 ounces, and then she falls asleep, so I normally end up pumping an ounce on one side and about 3 ounces on the other side, and then we have that. Now, if I go over to do homework at my mom's, I take a bottle those days, and so we don't have as much milk left over to last as I was being able to freeze a little bit. And then we had to start hitting that freezer stash once I started having to go over and do homework again. And like one day I took Katie out running around, so I left the baby here with my husband, and obviously he needed something to feed her, so he used that, and then we had to get into the freezer stash again. So what we decided to do, a mom on a local Facebook group that I'm on, it's a nursing mom Facebook group, was donating, had like a whole freezer stuffed full of milk, and was donating it. And she's friends with my cousin, and so I got some of her milk to help supplement mine when either I don't have time to pump that day, or if I have to be out longer than I'm expecting and she's hungry and needs to eat. We just have that as backup, which is a very nice feeling that we have that. Just because since she had been off formula, we had some pretty bad nights when we were giving her formula at night when I wasn't able to pump more than an ounce. That's when we supplemented the formula, and she was just in pain, screaming, crying, pulling her knees to her chest, and she was on some like sensitive, which is supposed to help with gassiness and colic and spit up and all that. She spit up the most during that time, like a lot. frequently. And she was just in pain with gas and bloated. So we had to give her gas medicine. And after my supply started catching up with everything, and she was just on breast milk for about a week, we really noticed that she still spits up, but it's not as much, and it's not all the time. She still gets a little bit gassy, but that's if you don't burp her good, or, she just has some gas problems, but she's able to pass it without screaming and bringing up her knees and all that stuff. So that's been much better, and so we just decided that, it's not worth putting her through it to have her be on formula, and we're not going to go and pay, I don't even know how much a can is of specially digested, horrible smelling formula. I can't even think of the name of it. Nutrigen, something like that. It's like ridiculously expensive for a can of it when we're only using 2 to 3 ounces a night. It wasn't worth it. So if we hit my stash, or we need to supplement, we have the donor breast milk, and that's just been a huge relief. I just went and picked it up yesterday, and I was running late. Katie had an appointment. I went to a consignment cell. We came home after picking her up, and I nursed Kaylene, but she didn't get enough, and I didn't have time to pump, and so I used one of her bags of milk in with what I had, and she was fine with it. She's been fine. Yeah, so that's what we're doing right now. I was hoping she'd wake up a little bit more so you guys could see her. That's not gonna happen. Oh, what a face. I can't show you guys her face. It's fishes. No, no eyeballs either. Okay. A little bit better. Anyways, I think that's pretty much it for her 2 months. She's doing pretty good at lifting her head up and things like that. She's not really rolling over. She kind of just falls over, but it's not intentional or anything. And so, you see her mad face? This is my mad face. Nope, don't even want anything to do with it. So yeah, we're doing good. She's doing good. Once we have her 2-month appointment, which is going to be the beginning of April, I'll let you guys know her weight and everything then, and I'll just do her 3-week checkup next. She does have these little baby pimples. I don't know if you guys can see them. Katie didn't really have them. Oh, I can open her eyes too. Oh, we're gonna have sad face. You see them. So I don't know why she's got them, but she does. Some little baby pimples, but she's still gorgeous. Still gorgeous. So I think that's pretty much it, guys. We will talk to you later. I'm gonna go so I can feed her now. She's finally waking up and realizing there's food around. Alright, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.